This installment of Breaking and Entering Christmas is a little different than others. We've never done Breaking and Entering in the afternoon before, but you're going to kind of find out why as we go through this story. Let me try to make a long story as short as possible when it comes to this family. The house is owned by a 22-year-old and her husband. She has 4 sisters, 15, 13, 10, and 3. 3 years ago, the mother of all of these kids had the 3-year-old. When the 3-year-old child was born, mom dealt with some depression issues, got into some trouble, and long story short, she's better now, but as she put it, got into some things she shouldn't have been doing, and they came and took the kids away. And that's when the oldest sister, the 22-year-old, stepped up, now 22-year-old, who was just 19 at the time, and said, I will take those kids in. I do not want my sisters going into foster care. So what you aren't seeing right now is that in this house, 2-bedroom house, there are 6 people that live here. The 22-year-old sister and her husband, who have taken in a 15, a 13, a 10, and a 3-year-old. And to add to it, 2 of the children have special needs. They deal with autism. So imagine you're 22 years old, you and your husband have this small 2-bedroom house, and next thing you know, you have 4 kids living in this house with you. It's an unbelievable story. They sleep on the floors. They have little mattresses on the floors for the kids, and there's like a little toy bed that the 3-year-old sleeps in. It looks like a toy bed, but it's a tiny little bed for the 3-year-old. They're just barely getting by. And thanks to the radio family and Peyton's Promise and our incredible sponsors, our goal today is to change their lives and make their lives so much better by giving them a Christmas they couldn't even dream of having, thanks to Peyton's Promise and the Ace and TJ Show. Let me read you part of the letter that nominated this particular family, and I'll leave their names out of it. Talking about the oldest sister, has been struggling, but is doing the best she can. Their income isn't much. We're so proud of her for taking this big responsibility instead of letting the girls go to foster care. The 3-year-old is autistic and on the spectrum, and the 13-year-old has special needs as well. It's a lot to handle, especially for someone who's just 22 and now has 4 kids. They can't provide anything for Christmas this year. They don't have the money to get the girls anything. The only thing they've been able to do is put up a tree. We are hoping for a miracle for them, as they've been through a lot with this transition. They don't have much but clothes. So we're nominating this family. Thank you. Well, here we go. So we plan to be their Christmas miracle today with Breaking and Entering Christmas on the Ace and TJ Show coming up next. So our goal today is to change this family's life with Breaking and Entering Christmas and hopefully give them some hope because they're a little overrun. But first, you got to understand the situation. So we talked about the fact that there are 6 people that live in this house. So Alexis, you just went into the house for the first time. You started taking in all these gifts, all this food, all these toys, all this incredible stuff. But describe the condition of the house as you see it.
It is crazy because there are all these kids and they're all staying in one room, and you walked into the room, the floors are just, there's no space. They have mattresses on the floor for these kids with no bedding on them. Everything is cramped. It's just like, I can't even imagine there's 6 people living in this house.
Yeah, it's hard
crazy.
to believe. It's hard to believe.
Yeah. So, I'm feeling really good that we're going to do this for this family. It makes you appreciate your life that much more.
It really does. So let's go through some of the things the family's going to get, and let's start with the family themselves as a collective group. How about we throw in an Xbox, because they have teenagers, everybody loves an Xbox, and they get not only that, a 6-month Xbox gaming pass, so they don't have to pay for anything for 6 months, but that's how they're going to get. Also, we're taking care of their Netflix. We got a $50 Netflix gift card. We got so much food, it fills the entire kitchen is full of food. All the cabinets are full of food, and every single person in the family now gets a brand new shower kit with loofah, body wash, shampoo, conditioners. And they have little kids, they get bubble baths and all kinds of just stuff that everybody needs. One of the big things we've done for the family, the biggest things we've done, is in conjunction with Lowe's. The people at Lowe's Home Improvement Warehouse have been incredible. 2 things this family needs. They have a stove that doesn't work. All they can do is preheat. Essentially, all it will do is turn on to preheat. So if they're trying to prepare something, they put it on preheat, and then it takes hours. They have to plan so far ahead to try to use the stove. Not a problem today. Lowe's Home Improvement said, we'll give you a stove for this family and come install it for them. And they don't have a table that's big enough for everybody to sit and eat. Not a problem. Today, they're ordering a brand new table. We're going to take some measurements and they'll have a table that will seat 6 people so they can all sit together and eat like a family for the first time, eating food that comes out of their brand new stove. All of it compliments of Lowe's Home Improvement Warehouse. So that's just spectacular that they would go out and do that for us, because just think about the fact that having a stove, there are 4 kids in this house. Having a stove that works is a game changer for them.
All the chicken nuggets that you can put in the oven?
All right.
Come on now.
They got that and the fact that we've gotten so much food, this will get them well through the holidays, well into the next year. So those are a couple of the big things as far as what everybody else has coming, what they have individually. We'll get into all that stuff coming up next. So just in case you missed the backstory of what's happening today with Breaking and Entering Christmas, we are, quote unquote, breaking into a house, a 2-bedroom house that has 6 people living in it. A 22-year-old and her husband, and then her 4 sisters, 15, 13, 10, and 3. Yeah, they took them all in because they were going to go into foster care. So rather than let the family be broken apart, she said, no, we'll take them in. And think about this too. Her husband didn't sign up to have 4 kids all of a sudden come into the home. So to say they're overwhelmed would be quite an understatement. So let's go through what everybody's got. We mentioned that they're getting a new stove, they're getting a new table, they're getting an Xbox with an Xbox Game Pass, they're getting a Netflix subscription that goes along with that and everything. But when it comes to just general stuff, tons of puzzles, popcorn set, board games. Remember, 2 of these girls are autistic, so they're very helpful. These are things that are very helpful with them when it comes to things to do around the house to help them learn and help them with their different skill sets. Gingerbread house kits, simple things like hot cocoa kits. All of the girls get pajamas, socks, clothes, gift cards to TJ Maxx, Visa gift cards, Walmart gift cards, little things that allow them to go spend money like other kids get the chance to do, especially after Christmas. Jogger sets, leggings, sweaters. A lot of this is clothes because they really need a lot of clothes. Hoodies, gloves, socks. That's kind of the main focus when it comes to the gifts. And then just a bunch of different gifts for the family themselves. Things they can do as a collective, whether it's board games, whether it's a chance to go to the movies, whether it's gift cards for Walmart, or little things like going to Longhorn, going to Outback, going to Panera Bread, those types of places. We've got them a ton of gift cards for food because that gives them the chance to get out and be a family, get outside the home and enjoy a night out, something they're never able to do. And thanks to the people at Little Smiles, who we worked with for years with Breaking and Entering Christmas, the Ace and TJ show, the 2 smallest girls, each one of them get a brand spanking new bicycle this year. Now, how awesome is that going to be on Christmas morning when they're out here riding their brand new bikes? Something they never hoped for, they never dreamed of, they never thought it would be possible, but they're both going to get brand new bikes, all kinds of learning toys, because remember, you've got a 22-year-old matriarch of the family, so to speak, who's taking care of a 3-year-old who's autistic. So it's just an incredible day today to see what's happening here with Breaking and Entering Christmas. All thanks to you for being a part of the radio family and supporting Peyton's Promise and our great sponsors. Obviously, Lowe's Home Improvement Warehouse. We've spent a couple $1,000s with Lowe's today, and Lowe's picked up the tab to take care of a brand new stove and a new table for the family. Brad & Brothers Heating, Air, and Electrical Installation, bradandbrothers.com. They're fantastic. Home Trust Bank. Home Trust Bank has been a huge sponsor for a while now. HTB.com for Home Trust Bank. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty, love them so much. TJ and I have worked with them for years and years and years. AceTJ.com/Temple team. Deacon Food Service Equipment. Deacon Delivers, DeaconFS.com. AB Mortgage, Tammy and Curtis have been huge supporters of everything we've done with the Ace and TJ show. That's AceTJ.com/AB. And our new friends at CompuCom, transforming the digital workplace, CompuCom.com. We have a couple of things left to do to finish up here for Breaking and Entering Christmas, to get all of the food in, to get all of the biggest problem inside the house right now, quite honestly, is getting space for all of the toys to be set up. They do have a Christmas tree. That's their only decoration. They have a Christmas tree, and they have a couple of pictures that the kids have drawn and all on the wall, which is really sweet. But other than that, no decorations. We've got a ton of decorations, more food than they would know what to do with, brand new bikes, toys, Xbox, they got a stove coming, all that, all because of you, the radio family, made it possible to hopefully change these people's lives today, thanks to Breaking and Entering Christmas. And we got to wrap up and then get out of here before somebody comes home and catches us here. So thank you so much for making this possible for us.
You said only 2 gifts!
Holy crap!
What is all this stuff?
Where did I get it from?
Is that a bike? Goodbye, lizard!
You do it?
There's enough for you.
Uno.
How did you throw the lizard? No! Which bike is mine?
And that food in the kitchen.
Mommy, which bike is mine?
I'm so confused on what happened.
Red bike?
Holy crap!
Why do all of a sudden...
Go get that letter right there.